Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Barca Show, where I keep up the updates, the rumors, the lineups, giving out to the best of my knowledge, and present it to you right here in this channel. Really want to talk about something that's really been in my mind recently about our club, and you all already know it. Most of you already understand what's going on. The situation with Neymar, the situation with PSG and Barcelona playing this tug of war that seems like it's never gonna end. All right, I just felt like we just gotta get this story once more, hit it, get the latest, and try to move on, because it seems to drag on and drag on and drag on. It seems like the transfer window is open forever, but it's not. So if you know what I'm saying, if we could just move on and hopefully we could just do something about it, because it's kind of getting old. It's kind of getting annoying, and we speculate what's going to happen with Neymar, his situation with PSG. PSG is asking for so much money and players combined. It's just ridiculous. It's just really ridiculous what PSG is trying to do with Neymar, and making it harder for Barcelona. It almost seems like PSG is trying to get at them and really hit them hard and try to play tough to get with Neymar. And it really bothers me as a Barcelona fan for two reasons. First of all, Neymar, to me, it really isn't a player that we need to die for. We have players that can play for us. We have the Masia, who looks like is beginning to be alive again, and to me that shows signs that we are a strong club. And to me it's like, well, we have these players that are young and upcoming. Why are we dying to get somebody who's a problem maker? Okay, that's one thing. The second thing here is PSG is really starting to get under my skin. It's really, as a fan, you're trying to put so many blockways into trying to get this player, trying to grab this player, trying to get him to our club. They're asking too much. It seems like they're running out of ideas of how to make it harder for Barcelona or Real Madrid, for that matter, because Real Madrid has placed bids and players trying to get Neymar to join them. But to me, it's like this. I keep saying it all the time. What do we have that we're lacking? I keep saying this all the time. We don't need this guy. He is a wonderful, skillful player. Don't get me wrong. The man is so well trained. He knows how to move the ball well, knows how to play on that left wing. He understands his position. But outside of that, he's a problem maker. He has an attitude. He has bad habits. He's not known to have it well with fans and players around him. And to me, that really discourages me from having to grab somebody to go out of my way, spend 100 million plus 2 or 3 players that are really well skilled, and go after this guy. It's like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Why Barcelona? Now, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. It just depends how you think about this, because Messi wants him. It's his buddy, and who's gonna argue against Messi, right? I'm going to be as truthful and honest as I can. I love Messi. I love what he does, everything he does on the field, outside of the field. But this is one thing I can't agree with. I can't. Because he left. He left voluntarily to go and become Messi. To become the king above Messi. He came to help us and to give the club the necessary attack that we needed. And I thank him for doing that and whatever he was able to do before he left. But he left on bad terms. He left with players not really wanting to get along with him, some of them. And the example is Nelson Semedo. You know, the fight before he left. And it seems like the dad always wants to go after the money. It seems like he wants the deal of the century. And it's all about money now. And you know what? I'm starting to agree with Cristiano Ronaldo. I hate to say it, but I agree with him for once. So much money for these players nowadays. It's unbelievable. He's right about it. He didn't cost that much. Maybe it's his ego, maybe he's selfish, maybe he said it out of maybe wanting to be the most expensive player, and he didn't become the most expensive player, but he's got a point. Whether you look at it one way or another, the players are way too inflated in their price tag, their value, and they perform like this with PSG, like Neymar with PSG. To me, that does not look like the $200 million or a 200 million euro player. That to me looks like somebody who's maybe less than 100. I mean, to me, the injuries, the attitude, the behaviors diminish the value of a player, and it should be that way. I mean, don't get me wrong, the man is a skillful player, but if he can't get his act together, he can't follow the rules, then you really have a player that has skill but won't follow the club's instructions. You know, does whatever he wants basically. A lot of the things, I can go on and on and on about Neymar, and the only thing I can't touch and I will not touch is his skills. He is amazing. He has the skills that we all know that he can perform in Barcelona. We all know that he can perform in PSG, if granted the players around him, as of course. The problem seems to always be his personal life. To me, it just it isn't enough. We have a crisis that we're trying to get over. We're trying to resolve in our club. And like I said before, we bring somebody who has a crisis is going to add to that. We are not going to be a club other than known to be a crisis, a club of crisis. We already have Valverde, who can't think very well in certain situations in a game. And we already have, you know, problems with Ousmane Dembele, which I'll get in a little bit. You know, why do we want this? Now, I do want to talk about the two transfers and the money, of course, the 100 million plus the cash plus the players. I do want to say this. I don't mind trading Ousmane Dembele. I don't mind getting rid of him. I've had it with him. I'm done with him. I've seen this guy. I wanted to give him a chance. I wanted him to prove that he has what it takes to be in this club, but I've had it. I mean, look, you see what the pattern is with this guy. The kid has a problem staying healthy. The kid has a problem following the rules. I mean, okay, I don't mind getting rid of him, but then we're bringing in Neymar, who does the same thing. So it's like we're attracting problems. That's all we are, attracting problems. And you know, I don't know if Messi can change this Neymar. I don't know. I mean, it just seems like it seems like Messi is not the cure for everything. Messi is not going to change the heart of a man. He can change hearts, maybe to certain people, to a certain extent, but there's certain things that he can't do, and we have to understand this. And Messi, I praise him. I give him the best because he's the best at what he does on the field and outside the field. And a lot of things, I give him a thumbs up. Everything he does is great, and to a certain extent. But to say that Messi can change this man, no, I'm gonna have to disagree. Neymar is Neymar, just like Ousmane Dembele is Ousmane Dembele. The fact is that we have situations that we need to get cleared. We need to figure out. We need to fix. And I'm tired of hearing the same thing. The Neymar situation. It's always on ESPN. It's always on Bein Sports. It's always in the talks of sports channels and sports networks. And this is something that I just wanted to talk about because I want to know what you guys think. I want to see what you guys want to have to say about this whole situation. Neymar, is Dembele worth it? Because Barcelona is willing to give 100 million plus Ousmane Dembele plus Ivan Rakitic. Ivan Rakitic, I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with. He fits our system. He has been a contributor to our club. When he plays magnificent. And there's times when he doesn't play magnificent. And yes, there's, just like every player, they have their ups and downs. Do I think Rakitic is Neymar? No, I don't think he is. I think Rakitic is a certain different kind of skillful player. Neymar's at a different level as a skillful player. I think Neymar's a better skillful player than having Rakitic. The point is we're trying to do everything we can to try to get Neymar as a club. And I'm like, just get over it. Just get over it. Blaugranas, get over it. Let Neymar just go. Let Real Madrid have Neymar. Just let them have the problem. Let them add more to their problem. Why do we want a problem in our club? Let Real Madrid take it. Just take it. Because you know what happens when attitudes collide and habits start to come in out of Neymar. That club's gonna have a problem. That club is gonna have a problem. And Florentino Perez is gonna have a problem with Neymar. And I don't care at that point what they do with him. Whether they want to sell him or they want to, trade him, I honestly would rather just take care of us right now. We have players that can perform. Let's play them. And Carlos Perez played out of his mind the other day against Real Betis. The young guys that are coming in. Ansu, coming in. Great kid. These are the players that we need to see what they got. Why are we looking for 200 million euro players that have bad attitudes and bad habits? And it just doesn't make any sense to me. Let's deal with Ousmane Dembele in a way that we can get something good out of it. Maybe, perhaps, selling him less is going to have to be the only case because Ousmane Dembele is losing value. I'm telling you right now. With all the injuries that he had, with the bad habits that he's very rebellious against the club, to me, you gotta sell him. Just get rid of him. Why are we trying to go after guys that will give us a bad reputation if they're already giving that club a bad reputation? And I should call this video Bad Reputation, people. I mean, come on. I mean, this is ridiculous. We're going after guys that just have a problem with society. And we're more than just a club. Let's act like one. Let's act like one. Not become like them. Because all it is just the politics that's driving this club and colliding within each other. And we might as well just take that more than just a club out of the stance. Because I'm telling you, once we become a political group, it's hard to get out of it. It's just gonna be politics now. It's just gonna be about favoritism. Let's hope that we can continue our wins and we can get our minds focused for our tournaments. Because Champions League draws, I believe, is tomorrow, and we need to be ready for that. We need to be ready and choose the best players on our squad, on our club, that can perform. Because that's Valverde's problem right now, not being able to choose. And Valverde has to choose the right players. He has to get it done because this is it. He has to leave if he doesn't perform. It has to end this season. I don't know about the winter, but the summer, the evaluation has to be strong against him. All right, that's all I have today, guys. I had to make this video because of the things I'm hearing. A lot of things. It's been going on too long. Can we just move on, please? All right. Catch you guys later. Visca Barça. Visca Catalunya. Peace.